So after going from last week with those nice bubble cheeks that we got from Yoruichi, like, I gotta say, seeing this massive fucking Shunko, like, battle princess mode is fucking badass. And also as well, we get to see Askin going in the full standing as well. There's a lot to talk about this chapter, and also as well, just a little bit, we might be seeing Urahara's Bankai. That's the pray. I'm fingers crossed on that part. With them. So Yoruichi was just going absolutely fucking ape shit on this shit like that, going through like the entire Shungo, Raiju Senki, like Shinryu, like all this stuff, and absolutely annihilating Askin. And it was like, wait, why is my whole, you know, my immunity thing not working in? Like, why is like my death dealing powers not working in? And the main reason for like this entire chapter why it wasn't working on it is because her Ryatsu keeps changing like every, like, I believe it like changes this 48 times every second or something like that. It keeps doing this like a very advanced like kind of changing, which is like, okay, my powers can't actually deal with this shit. I'm having a hard time dealing with this whole sort of situation. I'm like, I've got to say, fucking Yoruichi is just playing with him. It's just like, she's just pretty much gone to her animalistic natures. Like, she's just dealing with all this stuff, and it's just like, yeah, the Ryatsu just keeps changing, and she just feels like she wants to fucking, like, attack you. And it's just like, the fact that it changes, like, 48 times per second, that is a ridiculous amount of time, and, like, just going in on Askin and just blowing him the fuck up. I just love that. And just, like, the way, like, this is why Urahara and Yoruichi are just very enjoyable characters, just be around, like, and this is the problem, because they generally, like, he's a very interesting character, like, find out a little bit more, and, like, when he starts talking, it's like, oh, shit, I want to know more, a lot more about this, but then as well, when he's, like, joking around, he's, like, got, like, a little flavor, like, there, it's like, Yoruichi come in, and she comes, like, come around, like, licking him, like, in the face and stuff like that, like, meowing and shit like that. It's like, you know that Urahara's done this once before, and that he's actually, you know, maybe he's put the feather a little bit, you know, close to a personal area right there, you know, that licking might be somewhere else. Like, it definitely shows as well, like, even with the hint saying, like, the only person that Yoruichi even listens to is him, like, while she's in this form, like, and that's kind of shows, you know, their relationship is special. Maybe there might be something a little bit more to it, you know, everyone keeps saying, I mean, if anyone's gonna be Yoruichi's girl, like that, like, you know, if there's anyone gonna be, like, with her, it's like, it's gotta be Urahara. It's just simple fact of that, and it's just, like, even when she, like, kind of, like, pushed herself to the limit, and it's like, yeah, the poison's now coming into her, like, she's pretty much running out, and it's like, alright, I'm gonna deal with this stuff for you right now, like, let me, and I appreciate Urahara is just like, well, not gonna walk away. I've got to make sure that the fucking, like, the whole thing's done and dusted. And you know what? No, Askin is not done because he goes into his vault standing. Now, this is the part where I'm kind of a little bit with the whole vault standing, because I think it's like called Hussein or something like that. It's like, honestly, I really don't like the design at all. It looks really, like, it looks too much going on at the same time. Like, I don't like the weird little crown thing that he's got, this little halo, and it just looks very, like, it kind of looks a bit ugly, to be fair. Like, it just looks like, let me just slap this shit here, there. It's like, it's an interesting design. It's a unique one. But unique doesn't always mean that's a good design in my, like, perspective. I mean, it's okay if you like this design, honestly, but I'm a lot more aside now that, like, even though that Yoruichi's kind of taken out by, like, just by the poison herself, and, like, she could have kept going, the fact that he bent one of those massive death balls just like that, and we're now about to see, like, Askin kind of go in, like, I'm kind of interested in this, and, you know, this could potentially show that Urahara is now about to show some of his techniques, and it shows, like, why he's up there, why he's one of the potential war candidates up there, and I want to say, maybe a Bankai, maybe an Urahara Bankai, maybe Flashback, that's all I'm really hoping for right now. And I was kind of concerned with coming into, like, you know, last week, like, we're going to, like, stop looking at the whole, like, Urahara and Yoruichi fight, and we're just going to go somewhere else, and I'm glad they didn't cut off at that part, like, so we're focusing entirely on that fight, which is something I'm enjoying right now. It isn't as good as last week's chapter, I can definitely say that much. Like, last week's chapter had a lot more funniness to it, and was, you know, mainly more affected by my penis than anything, but even still, it was, like, this chapter as well, it's like, going in, like, it's very interesting to find about Yoruichi's, like, mode, like, she was able to change her Ryatsu, like, 48 times per second, not to mention seeing, like, Askin's vault standing. Yeah, I know, like, some people like it personally. I don't like the design too much of the vault standing. I don't like Hasakin, like, too much, and just, like, the whole potential, like, Urahara is now going to get involved, and it's like, Urahara, please, we need to see more of Urahara, man. Like, we need to see more of him. He's, like, honestly, he is the most interesting character in Bleach when we're not focusing on Aizen. There's just so much that we need to know about the guy. We need to see that Bankai. We need to see more of these, like, tactics that he's going to do, because that's the thing, though. Like, how is he going to, like, obviously, like, unless he injects the stuff into himself, which I highly doubt that he's going to do that. He's going to, like, they'll probably fuck his body up and all that. Like, maybe there's something unique to his Bankai that is able to sort out this kind of problem. Maybe, like, you know, there is some stuff, like, he has done some crazy stuff with Benihime. If you people remember, he managed to put on that net around Aizen, and then it made that huge explosion, and even that wasn't enough to beat Aizen. So I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to actually do to take down Askin at this point. I think it was a good chapter. I think it was definitely a 7 to a 7.5. But I'm more expecting next week's chapter than anything. It was kind of a little bit shame that, you know, Yoruichi, like, she's kind of pretty much out of it right now, because she's just, like, she's taken so much poison. But even so, she put up a good fight, and I think, like, Yoruichi's, like, definitely got her, like, just desserts, like, on what she actually did in this chapter. And maybe in this fight, I hope she comes back and does a little bit more when it comes to Urahara, even though she kind of got a little bit wrecked at that point with, like, a fucking arm that kind of ripped off. But it's like, even still, I enjoyed this chapter. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below, what you think about this chapter of Bleach. But that is all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I will catch you guys next time.